some gifts, including me. For you I will live. Look at my gift and I wonder, will you accept it? I'm in need of your blessing. This is my expression.
A warm welcome all of you to Faith Avenue right here, and this is your brother Mr. Cage. Wow, what a year 2020. We're so excited. It's such a blissful year. We know that the Lord will continue, being gracious and awesome to us. That's his nature, of course. And we know this year has no option but to just be fruitful. We'll live to see the goodness of the Lord in this year. And today we are on, your celebrate segment. And we said, why not, bring in a new breed, because it's a new year, of course. So we want to interact with somebody who's quite pretty new in the industry. Somebody who's doing great things, great stuff out there. And this happens to be, a Christian, of course, since it's a Christian show. Christian Jones, how are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. How are you?
All right, you should be blessed indeed, since you are Christian.
Yes.
Tell me, how does it make you feel being a Christian and being Christian? What's the difference?
Me, I carry two things.
You carry two things.
I am a Christian and I'm Christian John.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome.
So it's just awesome.
Yeah. Usually what happens is that if you introduce somebody as Christian Jones, they were expecting to see a white man.
Okay.
What has happened?
I think I'm half white and half black.
But where is the white part of you?
Anyway, I'm Christian John
Mm-hmm.
and I'm black.
And you're black.
Yes.
Zambian.
Yes.
Okay, and a
100%
Christian.
Zambian. Yes.
All right, we thought you're probably from England, Ukraine.
No.
Lelo tulina abasungu lero.
Much fit that.
All right.
Yes.
But you tell me, who is the Christian John?
Okay, Christian John is a third born of four.
Okay.
Yes. We are four and I'm the third born. Two guys and two
girls.
Two girls, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me a bit about your family background. Who's your dad? Who's your mother? Where were you born from? Where were you raised from?
Okay. I was born in Luansha.
Okay.
Copperbelt.
Kopala swag. Nimbona ve.
Yes. Then my dad is dead.
No, may so rest in peace.
Yes, Mr. Bernard Mwembo. And mom is still alive in Copperbelt, Luansha.
Okay.
She's a Mwembo.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Your dad is Mwembo. Mom is Mwembo. You are not Mwembo. You are John.
Me, I'm John Mwembo.
Okay.
Christian John Mwembo.
All right.
Yes.
Why did you leave out the Mwembo? Because you're known as Christian.
Yes, I'm known as Christian John because I just decided to put it as my stage name, Christian John.
Okay.
Yes, I had to leave Mwembo.
Not that you have issues with Mwembo.
No, I don't have.
Okay.
I love Mwembo.
Okay.
In fact, if you call me Mr. Mwembo, then I'll be okay with it.
How about if we
just
called
call
you
me
Christian John?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I was tempted to change to be addressing you as Mr. Mwembo.
No,
you are known as Christian Mwembo.
John.
Christian Mwembo.
Yes.
John, rather. All right, I'm getting in the mix of things here now. You tell me, what tribe are you?
I'm Bemba.
You're Bemba.
From Chinsali.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you been to your village? Home
Unfortunately, I've never been there before.
village? Why?
I think it's just time and the fact that Dad never took us there before. Yeah, when he was alive.
This is quite intriguing. You tell me, how was life growing up in Luansha, you said?
Yes, in Luansha. Okay, life was very fine. When I had my father, we were just okay. But everything became so terrible when Dad died.
But I want us to delve into your life story, especially when Dad was around.
Okay.
Considering the fact that he was around and he never took trouble to take you to the village.
Okay.
Were you receiving visitors from the village?
Yes,
or maybe you just decided not to be visiting the village? Or what happened?
It's not about decision. It was him. He never took us to his village, but then we could receive visitors from
From the
Chingshan.
village, okay.
Yes, from the village and all that. But then I think even us, we never used to tell him that we want to go to the village. Yes.
Now that you're grown up,
Now that I'm grown up, I'll make time. And, yes.
why are you taking so long?
It's not about taking so long. It's about time.
It's about time. You want to
Yes.
prepare something before you go?
Not really something, but I have to prepare myself. So this is now the time.
What kind of preparation is that? You want to fortify yourself?
No, you can, but it's just preparation and time.
Okay.
Yes, everything has got time.
Tell me about your education background.
Okay. I started my grade 1, my primary in Luansha.
Hmm.
I was at Indelela Basic School.
Okay.
Yes, I was at Indelela Basic School, and I just after I wrote my grade 9. From there.
Did you attend nursery school?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember anything during that time?
Yes, I do remember.
What the most captivating events that you remember?
The only thing I remember about nursery is the time where I used to trouble Dad when taking me to school.
Okay.
And I was very young by then.
You trouble him about what?
I never wanted to go to school.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. And I wanted to go to school. So, if it doesn't take me to school, then I couldn't go.
Ah, okay.
Yes, that was the
So
problem.
the condition was that if you're to go to school, it should be Dad taking you to school,
Taking
not
me to-
mom, not your
mom,
brother,
not anyone.
nobody else.
It was just Dad.
Okay.
Yes. So if he's not around,
Uh-huh.
or maybe he's sick,
Mm.
then that simply means I won't go to school.
How far was school from your home?
It was very near.
Okay.
Yes, I think it was just about a kilometer or less. It was
Oh,
near, but
okay.
I never just had that is of going to school alone, unless
Okay.
with Dad, because I love Dad and I used to enjoy being with Dad.
You're saying you're third born from the family of four?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So your older brothers, you said you had 2 boys and 2 girls.
Yes.
So you have
I have my older brother,
mhm,
my older
and a
sister.
sister, then the younger sister.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
I want you to share with me your grade 1 experience. Maybe, you're just done with your nursery school.
Okay, my grade 1 was perfect because by then I was a little bit grown, so I could just go to school with friends and everything was just in place by then. Yes, it was awesome till I reached grade 7. That's how I wrote my grade 7. I made it to grade 8.
What excited you about you going to school in grade 1?
It was because of my friends.
Okay.
And I had a very, very good friend, Habram Chimba, who used to encourage me,
In grade 1,
Yes,
encouraging you?
Yes, because he was just alone. He never used to go with anyone.
Okay.
Yes, so I think that's what really inspired me.
So you never got an inspiration from the brother and the sister?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
It was just from the friend. We could go
From the
to
look of
us.
things, it's like you're a crybaby. Were you?
Exactly. I was really a crybaby.
Why?
I don't know. That's how, because I was so emotional by then. I don't know, but this is how I was just growing up.
No, I was just seeing your video. I think you're still emotional. We'll get to talk about
Yes,
that
we'll get to
later.
talk about- exactly.
Okay.
So-
So run me through your grade 1, maybe your primary school.
Yeah, so
Experience,
I everything was very good. I made it to grade 8. From grade 8, then I went into grade 9. Then that's when my dad died. Just after writing my grade 9 exam, and he died in December. That was on 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. After that, I shifted from Copperbell to Lusaka.
That was in grade
9. After I
9.
wrote my
Now, before you came to Lusaka, what do you remember maybe in grade 7? Were you troublesome?
no.
Because usually crybabies are always troublesome, even in school.
Only to my parents, but not in school.
Why? Or maybe you were
Okay,
scared of
no.
being beaten in school?
My life wasn't like maybe I was a troublesome person or something, because apart from school, I loved church more than school.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I could go to church alone because I used to congregate I was a Roman Catholic.
Okay.
Even my
Okay.
parents.
Mhm.
Yes. So I could go to church. I was under Outer Boys Club.
Mhm.
Yes, so I would go to church, and it was really good to me. Than even school. I really loved the church more than school.
Okay.
Yes, I became to. Things changed when I entered into grade 10.
Were you at the same school with your brother, your elder brother and
No.
sister? They were at a different school.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What was the worst number that you ever got? You came out in school.
The worst time.
The worst number you ever got.
The worst number.
Kupasa kaidi adinona apasa number 2 mwasapasa. Who last mwasala nechibi.
The worst number. It was in grade 5. I got, I think, number 9. That was the worst number.
Okay. And how was your parents' reaction? Or what went wrong? What do you think led you to coming out?
Mom used to beat.
Okay.
Mom used to beat very, 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 very bad. Such that sometimes you could think, is this my mom or something? Yes, she used to beat. So the first thing that came into my mind after I heard that I got number 9. Yes. But then Dad encouraged me to say, this is not the end of the world. Moreover, you've been doing good. This is why I loved him, because he could encourage me even when,
you underperformed.
Exactly. So now it was like, just improve and keep on studying. Next time you'll make it.
So prior to you coming out number 9, what was like your normal number or the range?
The truth is, my normal number was number 3, number 4, number 5. Number 3, number 4, number 5.
Okay.
Unless in grade 1 and grade 2, I got number 1 and number 2.
Okay.
But from grade 3,
nokusanda vati if ya number 2
nafireka nshireko bambi. Yeah. So from grade 3, yes, that's when I started 4, 5, number 3, 4, 5, just like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So were you receiving special treatment from home when you come out the best, or what?
My elder brother was very, very intelligent. So it's like he was really being treated well than us. He was always the first. Yes. So even if you get number 3, him is already number 1. He got number 1. You even know that him will be treated very well. And Mom loved my elder brother more than us.
Okay.
That one, yes. That
because
one,
of the intelligence?
Yes, he was very intelligent. Even up to date.
Okay.
He's very intelligent. Yeah. So I think that's the thing. But then Dad used to treat us very, because even me, I was the favorite son.
Okay.
My dad. Yeah.
All right, being the favorite. Okay, so for now, let's just take a break as we listen to this great song. I love this song by UCZ Sense of Praise. Tula Pressure. We'll be right back.
Kwa pafula na iwa weka siwe ule tula, na iwa wendume we ule tula, utulilele sa kuli Yesu watu wenda wailizanya mumweho veliwe mayo mutulilele sa kuli Yesu watu wenda. malembe ena kuvira virwa na virwa bonesa ena kuvira virwa na virwa bodade ngawa mwesha ena la monika ngawa mulomba ena la bela ena virwa bodade ena kavira oda virwa bonesa ena kavira ngawa mwesha ale monegela lelo adi ena kavira boshama ena kavira uyo kavira bonesa ena ni mumona ale wamba ena kavira bonesa ena kavira boshama ena kavira boyawe ena kavira boyawe ena kavira boyawe utulire kisendo kwa tamayo hata kavira kavira nagalya ena kavira bomama ena kavira bodata utulire mabye kwa tamayo.
Right, what a great song right there, you know, by Eustace Saints of Praise, Tula Pressure, featuring Kings Malembe. Apa sami ko mtadi mwipitete afikepo. Abantu alenko yabuta kumuru. I just love the brother, man. It's just so awesome. Wow. Okay. We're still right here with Christian John. Now, Christian John, you tell me, you know, being a crybaby and like you are saying, the favorite of dad, obviously you're home, and your brother was intelligent. Obviously, your home never ran short of fights as brothers or maybe as siblings. What were you fighting about the most?
Okay, the truth is that my brother never loved church.
Okay.
Yes, so we used to have a lot of
And
misunderstandings.
I could pound that in my books.
My brother used to beat. He had strength such that he could beat a lot of guys actually.
Was he a karateka or a boxer?
Something like that. Yes, he was a boxer, so he could beat. So as for me, I never even used to
Dare.
no.
Okay, it was a no-go area.
It was a no-go area. Once you do something, he will beat you. Yes.
Okay.
That's how, so
And about sisters?
my sisters were cool. Them they had no problem.
You never used to pick up fights with them?
We used to fight. You know, when you are growing up, such things are very normal. We could fight, but then that was
So what necessitated the normal fight?
Sometimes we could fight over small issues.
Do you remember in particular instance?
Yes, I remember I remember the last one we had. The last one we had, it was just about mom. When I got number 3, then my elder sister got number 8. Yes, then mom, she bought me some gifts and all that. Then my sister got them without my permission.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was very, very, very annoyed, and that's how we started the fight.
Okay. Did you win?
No.
Mukuru. All right. Share with me your grade 9 experience.
Okay. My grade 9 experience was
You were telling me that that's the time that you even moved to Lusaka?
Yes.
Okay.
My grade 9 experience was really tough. Yes, it was really tough, but I managed to pass. I managed.
At what school were you in grade 9?
I was still in Luanshat, in the Lela Basic School.
Okay, tell me your story. What necessitated your move from the Copper Belt to Lusaka?
Wonderful. So the only reason why I moved from Copper Belt to Lusaka, it was my father's death.
Okay.
Yes, after he died, so a part of my family members said we are going to pick some kids.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't leave the 4 of them. Yeah, so we'll take some to Lusaka. So me and my elder brother were taken from Copper Belt. That's how we shifted to Lusaka, yes. and thank God I had good results. From there, I went to Arakan,
Okay.
Arakan Boys. Yeah.
All right, and how was how was your adaptation process? You know, just coming from the Copper Belt. Komulanda vechibemba kusasanga kuno muri bwanji. Wachoka kuti.
Yeah, it was.
doing that.
You know, it was really difficult because even up to date, I don't really know.
You can't speak Nyanja.
I can, but not that much.
Okay.
I think I can just 40% or 50% of it.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
Because most of my family members, they speak Bemba. Yes, here in Lusaka. So I used to find Nyanja only in school.
Okay.
Yes.
So how were you coping up in school?
Okay, me being a cool guy and somehow silent, I never used to talk that much.
Although I feel like pantu shishibe chinyanja, so let me keep it cool.
Yes, I think I just kept it cool because of that same reason.
Yeah, kumwe so ali three tati amesho ali tira manzi.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Growing up, what did you want to become?
Okay, when I was growing up, I intended to be a priest. Even when my father
Catholic priest.
Exactly.
Okay.
Even when dad, I think even up to date, you know, father left me in that same process.
What do you mean process?
The process of being a priest. It was like when I just complete.
Did you go to the seminary or you were about to go? Or
No,
what?
you know, the moment I came to Lusaka, everything changed.
Mm.
Yeah, everything changed because the person that took me from Copper Belt to Lusaka was, you know, he's a bishop. Yes, Bishop Evans Mombi.
Mhm.
He's a bishop. So I changed. I have no option but to change from Catholic to Pentecost, which was Tower of Worship. By then, that's where I used to go.
So that's where you go up to now.
And Tower of Worship. No, I'm with Shalom Embassy.
Okay, so you are now done with Catholicism,
Totally done with it.
and you don't regret missing the opportunity of becoming a
I think
father?
I don't regret being, because do you know that I started music when I joined Pentecost Church.
Okay.
Yes, which is Tower of Worship. That's when I started music.
Mhm.
So I found that, you know, it was quite okay. Catholic is a very good church.
Mhm.
Yes, and I was happy with it. Everything was just okay. But I find that Pentecost, there's just something exciting about Pentecost. Like you
Okay.
see people playing keyboards, drums, and singing.
Pepa Mundimi.
Exactly.
Eh.
Because I never knew about all that.
But there is a charismatic now.
But I never used to.
You were never
participate in-
part of the charismatic
Yes,
group.
I wasn't part of charismatic group.
Okay.
So I came to know about all those things in Pentecost Church, and that's how I even developed this desire of singing and all that.
Is this singing talent in the blood, or it's just something that is in you alone, or maybe it runs in the family?
According to what Mom said, Mom used to tell me that she used to sing a lot when she was young. But you know, this time the way she sings, I could tell that wapa.
Ninyimbo chimwale imamayo.
But then she still sings in some choirs in Catholic Church.
Okay.
Yes, she's still there. And also Dad used to sing, you know, and my cousin Eugene Sombrero.
Okay.
Yes, he's
How about your siblings?
no, them no.
None of them sings.
Yes, but my older brother plays instruments.
Okay. The
Yeah.
same boxer.
Yes, the same boxer.
Okay.
He's a changed man now.
Oh, he's transformed.
Yes, he's transformed.
Awesome. He's now beating drums.
Exactly.
All right. So tell me, at what point did you realize that you are a singer, you are a musician, or you have this talent to sing?
Okay, it all started with it. I had that desire. So I think this also I can do, but this grace or this gift of composing songs, I started in Luansh. Then I could compose some songs. Like there's this song Informe and Yes. It's in the album.
Okay.
I composed when I was in grade 8.
Okay.
It all just started like, you know, as if it was just a joke.
Mhm.
So I could compose, even the Ken Femuite itself.
Mhm.
Yes, the Ken Femuite song, quite okay. This song, I can say I composed it here in Lusaka
Mhm.
after school and everything. But then I had ideas. say this about music and all that. But then I never thought I could sing. Yeah, so my whole plan was like, once I compose my song, I'll give some people to sing.
Okay.
Yes,
Mhm.
I was just, in writing. Then I loved drama. I
Okay.
used to do a lot of drama before I even came to Lusaka.
That was in school?
Yes, that was in school.
Okay.
And even in Catholic, there is a team which was called Sombo Group and NGOs.
Okay.
Yes, NGOs Entertainment. That's why I used to do drama.
But have you now buried the idea of you probably being an actor or something?
No, that one. No.
Why?
You know that by then I was really good.
But you're now in the hub of where everything is possible. Lusaka is literally
Yes, everything is possible. But now, this time around, I think, music is okay with me. I'm okay with music. And
So you can't do two or
no.
three things at a go.
No. And it's so unfortunate that the way I used to do drama by then,
Mhm.
it's very different from now. I don't even think I can still do the way I used to do.
What's the difference?
The difference is that I've concentrated much on music.
So it's about the decision that you have made.
Exactly.
You've decided
I've
to
just
concentrate
decided
on
to
music.
concentrate on music because I can do better in music.
Okay.
And I'm more comfortable.
Okay.
Yes, than drama.
Or maybe is it because of the money aspect attached to music?
No.
Because I think in Zambia we our actors are not not so wealthy.
No, it's
Maybe
according
compared to music.
Okay, about that,
Mm.
I don't know much,
Okay.
so I can't really talk about.
Or maybe you become more famous when you're a musician than being an actor.
Okay, the truth is that I'm not looking at being famous. And
What are you looking
yes,
at?
this is just the ministry.
Mm.
Yes, this is the ministry. Me, I take it as a ministry.
All right, let's delve into that. What is a ministry?
Me, I take this as a ministry.
What is
I
a
was
ministry?
called
Mm.
to minister the gospel through music. I'm a minister of the gospel.
So you can't minister the gospel through drama.
This is what I'm saying.
Mm.
This is my decision.
Mhm.
Yes, because the way I used to do, okay, the truth is that those people who were with me by then, they can even testify. I used to do well and in drama, and I wrote a lot of stories.
Mhm.
Yes, but then there was just a certain transformation that
Mhm.
came. I totally forgot about drama. So I think let me just forget about this and let me concentrate much on doing the things of the Lord through music.
I want you to answer this question. Is it possible for somebody to still minister through drama, to minister the gospel?
It's very possible.
It's very possible.
It's very possible.
But for you, it's just an avenue that you don't want to explore.
Yes.
I see. All right, so let's just take a break as we listen to, of course, to his song, Ndekenfie Mwite.
Inende mwetalesa uwafi papo eumfa ukulila kwani inendekeni ve mwite inende mwita Yesu uwaluso lwingi eumfa ukulila kwani inendekeni ve mwite inende mwite wishi wabana bashiwa emulumi wabambuka mfwilwa iwaishi bubukali bwakumutima wani eumone vyompitamo nefilamba fyandala pukutaye inendekeni ve mwite kubantu kutinaseka lelo kulilesa kwena tete iwaishi bubukali bwakumutima wani nefintu mpitamo hawendekeni ve mwite inendekeni ve mwite inendekeni ve mwite uchalipali Bartimeasi ilwa umfwili ichongo aipreche chinchitili chitika wamwevele Yesu alevita ilwa tapili vyukwita hatili Yesu mwana Davida mujitilo luse abantu bena bali mukenye batilo lipange chungu enata ufwile wagongenye pomyo kwita iwe Yesu mwana Davida ujitilo luse Yesu na walimingine hamwekwiche chinchule faya atilende faya kumona kawili no kumona ni mwene Yesu Ehuyu winene itae Ehuyu winene ita Amwe wanende mwita Ijipingo chilitila Foya wala sana Kokosha wala iswilwa Lomba wala pelwa Ilelo delomba Yesu mwana Davida inende mwita kapwenye kwitata nalila nayo yuba yawe inefafula kapwenye mwitata oh Yesu.
Great song right there. Ndekeni fe mwite ne mwine nala mwita nikaye muvya shwandi. Is my God, so I need to call him. I love the video, but it's telling you know the story in its simplest form. What are you talking about in this song?
Okay. Ndekeni fe mwite, it's a song that came out of pain. It's not just a song that I composed because I'm an artist, I write songs and all that. It's a song that came out of pain. Yes.
What happened?
So there was a time when I completed and you know there was a rejection from my family members. Yes.
What sort of rejection?
Exactly. So now, the kind of rejection I'm talking about, it's a rejection not whereby somebody comes and just give you a court shot that say I don't want you here, but it's a rejection where someone tells you, say, no, I don't want you here. But why? No, I just don't want you. You know, all those things. But then I didn't ask where I'll go, and I just don't want you. Just go. Yeah, okay. So now my brother is in Kafue, so I had shifted to Kafue. So in Kafue, my life became more difficult. So
This is quite interesting. You tell me, at what point were you rejected? Is it the point after you joined your uncle, the bishop, or what?
no,
Who rejected you?
away from the bishop, we forget about the bishop. Where I was staying by then,
Where is that?
my family members.
You can't disclose.
Exactly.
Okay.
My family members. So I was
see.
staying. I was staying. But then my family knows.
You were at school?
No, I completed by then.
You had completed.
Exactly, I had completed.
Mhm.
So now that's I was rejected. So this song came. This song came when I went to the mountain. I could pray and fast. I cry and all that. Yes. So even the video.
So you were alone in the mountain praying?
Yes, I was alone. I could go there 3 days. I come back. I go there because I could pray.
So what was your prayer point?
My prayer point was God to locate me, and to the most thing that I ever needed by then, it was a job. I just said, God, settle me with a job, because one thing I never wanted to do again is to just depend on music. And by then, I had never an album. I only had some good 8 songs. Yeah, so I was praying that God, you just give me a job, so that I just,
You become independent.
I just become independent. So I could cry, I fast, I do. Sometimes I could fast not because I want to fast, but because of pain and rejection. Sometimes I fast not because I just want to fast, but because of even hunger. You are just hungry, you don't have food.
So you end up turning it into a fast.
Exactly, you have no
My
option but to
goodness.
say, I think,
Let this be a
yes,
fast.
let be a hey. So now you fast even for 3 days.
So you got if you could have chepa nobody fasting.
I know. It wasn't like maybe a month or weeks, but it was quite some time.
Okay.
Yes.
Like a lifestyle.
Yes, it was like a lifestyle. And the way I used to fast those days, I don't think I can manage by today.
Why?
It was just different. It was just different. Yes, I could fast. So there was a time when I even went with a friend of mine who's from Kobabeot. We went together at the mountain. So, I there is a prayer that I prayed. I prayed and prayed. I cried. And a friend came and said, my friend, God has already answered your prayer. Just believe. I said, that's how it started. I said, my guy, just let me go upon his name. Yes, and I believe that you answer. Let me. So now it became like an habit. So just let me. Whenever he tells me, don't I know again? Exactly. And then when I was coming back from the mountain, this tune just came in. But the way it came like Leken Femwid. But then I used the same confession. Let me just go upon his name. Leken Femwid.
Okay.
Leken Femwid passionally. So the time that I polished the song, I went into the studio. I moved in the Leken Femwid passionally. I just said Leken Femwid. It was.
So it's more of a personal story.
This song, there are 2 songs. It's unfortunately the other one.
No,
I haven't done
specifically this
yes,
one.
specifically this one. This is a song that I composed out of my situation.
Okay.
Exactly. This is why even the words that are in the song, I didn't just get them from nowhere. But meaning he is the only one who knows the pain that is inside my heart, and for sure, he knows the pain that I.
You see why I told you to say why have you brushed aside the acting aspect? Because you cried in that on the bed.
So that's where I'm going. That's what I'm heading to. So now after that, even at some point I got sick. So that's that clip I got. It was in the clinic, but then by then I was just okay. I wasn't sick.
Okay, so this one in the video, it's acting.
This one it's acting.
Okay.
Yes, it's acting.
Was crying acting as well?
Okay, on that one I'll come to that part.
Okay, you need to
Yes.
make it real quick.
Yes.
Because we have a lot of things to discuss.
Okay. Yeah, so I that's how I did. But then for that one, there are two things. The what we started with, the clip that started was that one. We were entering to church and all that. Yes, but then a few days, about 3 days or 4 after we did that clip in the church.
In the church.
That woman died.
The one that was carrying
Exactly, she died. So now, during the process, we did the one in the clinic. So I was crying two things. I was crying the acting, and I was also crying. Exactly.
My goodness.
And I was also crying the song, because this song, to say the truth, this is a song that really touches my.
It's a personal song.
Yes,
Mhm.
this
You feel
song,
it personally.
when I'm hearing it, there is something that it ministers to me, such that even up to date, there's just how I feel when it's playing. It's like I'm ministering the situation that I was going through. Then I'm seeing it, I'm listening. Sometimes I even cry to say, God, you are faithful and you are so good.
Tell me, what's the title track of the
title
album?
track of the album is Nami Sombola.
Nami Sombola?
Yes.
The video is not yet out.
It's not yet out.
When is it out?
I can just say 2 months from now.
2 months from now?
Yes.
Right. It's still the co-pilot working on it?
Yes. It's
I see.
okay.
Now, you told me how many songs are in this project?
I have 8 songs.
8 songs.
Yes.
Which are some of the songs that you can highlight to us?
There is Infomuyandi.
What about the King?
Infomuyandi ni Yesu.
What about him?
It's a salvation song. Yes, there is even where I said na wewe munina uri mfyachalo lipo serafi nchitokufuata kwa kwa notice.
Okay.
Yes, it's a song that I was ministering about salvation. And
the other one?
The other one, it's Ndekenifye Mwite.
Okay.
And Yesu Yoyoyo.
Okay, what about Yesu Yoyoyo?
Yesu Yoyoyo, it's similar
it sounds like it would be a good song for kids because they like yo-yo.
No, it's not like yo-yo.
Okay.
Yes, in Bemba we say Ichimbo cha Malilo.
Okay.
So when yes, Ichimbo cha Malilo, that's about this song.
So what are you mourning about in this song? Yes.
Okay, this song, it's Yesu Yoyo Ndeke Ngafo mwana wenu ine. So it's a continuation of Ndekenifye Mwite.
It's a part 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's a continuation of Ndekenifye Mwite. That's Yesu Yoyo.
Okay.
Then we have Nami Sombola, a title track where I just praised God. I worshipped Him, and I said, "Mwalichila, fionami shiva mwalichila fionami belenga bamayo atatabalinja, but you are just beyond that." Yes, I just expressed how big God is and what He has done in my life. Yes, and what He's about to do in some people's life.
But real quick, what inspires you to write a song? In most cases, is it situations or a revelation, or maybe?
Okay.
You dream it?
Okay. Like if I talk about Infomuyandi, that one, the way it
generally, I want the generic, motivation. Where does it come from?
Okay. If I say I just sit and start writing the songs, then I'll lie. Because in most cases, the songs that I write, when I just feel like writing, I easily forget about them.
Okay.
But most of my songs comes when I'm in the presence, when I'm praying. Then the words keep the word comes. But I don't think I've never dreamed of a song. No.
All right.
Dreamed of a song. Yes.
Okay, so let's just check this great song by Apostle C2 Adi Nampamvu ni Wampamvu. Okay, we'll be right back.
And above any other God. Yeah. Apostle C2. Baby. Wamene alina mbavu sonyamula sokwesa. Hallelujah. Ndani angapole sema tena yo pusana mama. Nalikambozana ngo
uyeza na makasi ya kosilisa kotombola kobikisa
Tani Yesu, Tani Yesu, Tani Yesu, Tani Yesu, Tani Yesu, Tani Yesu.
motema na ngai eza na posa na yo Yesu na ngai soki nataleli moto akoki kopesa ngai lelo lobi akobwaka ngai yango na ye epai na yo mpo nayebi yo ndo tombolaka yo ndo kitisaka ya ye nkolo na bolingo na ngai 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 nkolo na bolingo na ngai
Naniendele chalo chose sanga kwa maombi. Naniendele chalo chose kwa maombi.
takwaba wabanga Yesu ukufuma kumasamba kufika kukabanga takwaba wabanga Yesu babe abantu abakwate tuma takwaba wabanga Yesu ewinga pela mweo wamuyayaya
Mulungu wa chikondi chazo, 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 Mulungu wa chikondi chazo.
Shalom, that's who you are. You are a great man of war, and strong in battle. Lamb of Gilead, that's who you are. Rock of ages, you never change. Voila. Oh.
Wow, what a great song right there by Apostle C2. Wow, I like that dance he's doing. It's so unique. Sometimes you begin to think that people that a bit big bodied cannot shake, but he's proved us wrong right there. I love this song, Alina Mpamvu. So awesome. It's really been ministering to me. I've been playing it over and again for quite some time now. Okay, Sir Christian.
Yes.
Sir Christian, the Christian man.
Yes.
Sir Christian John. Tell me, I want to find out this from this album. You said it has how many songs?
8.
8 songs. Who have you worked with?
Okay, I've worked with Uncle Rick. Uncle Rick is the one who directed my album. He's Mr. Rick Siuluta.
Okay.
Yes, he's in Air Power Band, Zambia Air
Okay.
Force.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's the one who directed my album. And Nicole Joel Kagwe
Okay.
produced my album.
Okay.
Yes. And I worked with Niza.
Have you featured anybody on any of your songs?
Yes, Uncle Rick.
Okay.
Uncle Ricky and Nico himself. He featured in 2 songs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just these 2.
Yes, just these 2. And Niza Nauluta and Mwaka, Uncle Ricky's daughters.
Okay.
They did the backing.
It sounds more of like a family project. You didn't want to bring on board different talents, different skills from different people around, or maybe this is when you're trying to create some network.
Not really. I wanted to do this album alone.
Okay.
Just alone.
Mhm.
Yes.
Kwa that mwalira bwino mwachafu mapa mtima.
No, this is how I just wanted. Maybe in the next album, that's where I'll do some feature.
Who would you want to work with?
In the next album, you know,
Off cuff.
I love these 3. I love Kings. I love Ephraim, and I love Ruben.
Okay.
I love these 3, and I love Jojo Mwangaza. But then I would just prefer working with Ruben. I think it's just okay.
It's even possible to work with all of them on the coming
Yes,
project.
it's very possible. Yes, it's very possible, very possible. But then I thought of it.
Because I like the people that you've picked. They sing different songs. I mean, different genres of songs and
Exactly.
music as well.
So for
it will
Ephraim-
bring a different flavor.
Yes. So for Mr. Ephraim, I have about 2 songs that I can feature, and Ruben have 1, plus the Malembe.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that man. So even him,
Mhm.
in the next album, I pray that we can do something together.
All right.
Yeah.
Just talk to me nicely. I can arrange for all of this.
Okay.
Even Jojo. You see what I
Jojo
mean?
Mwangaza.
Yes.
I
Just
can
talk
be
to me
very,
nicely.
very- Now I'll talk to you.
Yes. All right. What are some of the challenges that you faced as just breaking the ground for the first time? You're working on this project. You're working alone, inexperienced. What are some of the challenges that you
The
encountered?
truth is that I don't know if it's only me, but I've been doing it alone, promoting alone, everything. I've been doing things.
So, what are some of
alone.
the challenges that you've encountered along the way up to where you are now?
The challenge that I'm facing is promoting my songs, because
During production, you had no issues, no
during
challenges.
production I had no challenges, because Uncle Ricky and Nicole, these people, they are the best.
No, challenges could probably be you want to do a song and you only realize that there's no power, or you've done a song, then the director or the producer calls you to say the computer just crashed,
No, there was
or you
nothing-
need to redo the song.
There was nothing
Nothing like that.
like that. But power, that one is normal.
Okay.
And at this time, you can't even
Mhm.
talk about power,
It's
because that's
part of us.
It's part of us.
It has come to stay.
Yes. So we can't even be discussing about power issue, because that one is very much normal.
Okay.
As at now, yes.
So
that
your challenge has been promotion.
Yes, promoting my album because of work. Sometimes I like from Monday to Friday, I'm always at work.
But why haven't you engaged a promoter or a manager rather? Do you have a manager?
I don't have a manager.
Mm.
That's the other thing. And I cannot just go to anyone and say, please be my manager. No. Such things needs one to just come on board and say, I think, young man.
No, that's a job. You need to. You see, no one can just come to you and say, should I manage you? Because the thing is that you need to agree on something at the end of the day.
I think on that one I wasn't advised. I didn't know about that.
Yes, you need to. You need to put down your offer. People should know how much you're willing to part away with.
Yes.
Or what are some of the terms and conditions involved in that agreement?
Okay.
Mm.
I think I'll look into that.
Since you're saying you're working and your
Yeah.
work is quite involving, so I think you just need people to help you run
Yes,
around.
I really need people to help me, because doing things alone, it's really
Are you a member of Chapro?
no.
Have you ever heard of Chapro?
Yes.
Okay. What do they
Yes.
do?
I've heard of Chapro. They promote music, but then I don't know much about how they do things.
So you need to be curious.
Mhm,
You need
I
to be
don't know
curious. You
much
find
about
out.
how they promote music. But then I know one of, I don't know if it's their member and all that, or even connected me last time, the crossover. I ministered to the concert that they had
Okay, at Mlungushi.
at Mlongoshi.
Okay.
Yes, the last concert they
Mhm.
had. Big JJ connected me.
Okay.
Yes. So as at now, I don't have a manager,
Mhm.
and I don't have anyone who's doing anything about.
So how do you then do your performances or your ministry? Do you just depend on people inviting you, or how do you get to minister in certain places?
So far, I've never been to so many places.
Okay.
Yes, I've never been to so many places, because yes, I've never been to so many places. But when they invite me, I do go. I do go, because apart from that, I have a team. I've musicians that plays instruments for me,
Okay.
and I have some 4 people, 2
That back you?
Yes,
Okay.
2 guys and 2 ladies. They help me. Yeah.
I see. I strongly feel that you need probably to step out, because if you be waiting for invitations, they may never just land on your door. You need to follow them. You need to step out. That's how I
But-
feel.
Okay, that has been a challenge. Like, how can I follow them? How?
It's about publicity. People should know what you have. There are a lot of people around that have good songs, but because they haven't been able to promote themselves, they are not known. You need platforms such as this one, but they are not known.
Yeah.
And if you're not known, you only be singing those songs and dance to them with your family.
Yes. It's very
No kula
possible.
irumba vipanga ifote
Asana.
vakalivo. No vakamfumisha. But it starts you and your wife.
It's very possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very possible.
So tell me, are you? I know if you're not known probably in Zambia yet, it's quite difficult to even talk about international
Yeah.
administration and stuff like that. But tell me, are you married?
I'm not married.
What are you still waiting for?
Marriage it's not just something which you can just do. I am not married, and I'll marry, but I think I
You know,
still need
you're
to-
raising a lot of questions, and questions are fighting to come out. Yes.
I'm not married. Yes, I'm not married.
You're not married. Yes, you're
I'm
not
not
married.
married, yes, I'm not married.
Why aren't you married?
I'm not married because I think it's not just when the
Oh,
the time
you're young for that?
Not really,
Mm.
but when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen.
The Bible says
I'm still in
he
the-
who finds, it's not
wife.
about the Lord. You
Yes,
find
he who
and
finds
present
a wife
before.
finds
Yeah.
a good thing.
Not
and
he who the
obtains
Lord
favor from
finds
the Lord.
for.
But then, yes, it's about, no, I'll marry. Don't worry. I'll marry. I don't want to talk much about that, but
All
I'll
right,
marry.
but are you seeing somebody?
Yes,
Are you sure?
yes.
All right. So like around when do you think you?
I think give me 3 years from now.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so 3 years from now.
Yeah.
You tell me. Other than being just a gospel artist, how else do you think you'd serve God, or you serve God?
I've been serving God like that. Then apart from that, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. I do teach
At church?
the word of the Lord. Yes, I'm a teacher.
Okay.
Yes, and I love that. I do enjoy very much.
Do you envision seeing yourself being the head of the church at some point?
6
running
years from now, or 8 years, I think yes, in between that.
You should be able to have your own church.
Exactly.
Okay, your own ministry or under the same church where you are?
Yes, under the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what are some prerequisites of one becoming a pastor or a teacher? Have you been to school?
I've never been to school. This is what I've said. I think 6 years from now, because everything will be done within 6. Because I need to. I'm learning, and I'm still very
Formal or informal learning?
informal.
Informal.
Mhm.
Are you trying to formalize your learning?
Yes.
Where you go to school
When
formally?
I go to school formally, I get a certificate and do that. But that will come after. I think after 2 years from now, that's when I'll go to school and do.
All right. So, from the time that you did your album, I want you to cite probably one event where you ministered, and even now, when you close your eyes, you remember it and you say, "Okay, I think the Lord just ministered in a different way at that event." Where was it, and when was it?
Well, that's a Higher Life Church, and Pastor Boyd Kalumba in Kamala South.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Change
that
church
was
stick.
that was in December.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah, I ministered and God moved in a mighty way.
I also want you to probably tell us the opposite of that, where you went and ministered. Nokusana vati but kwenda kunonga na shafe minga shachisa.
There are places where you go, even your spirit tells you that
That's exactly what I want.
Uh-huh.
What happened? Where was it?
But I don't think it's okay to mention the church.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't.
Okay.
Don't think so. Yeah, it's how
But tell me, what was bad about it?
it was.
Was it organization?
Yeah, it was just the organization.
It was poorly done.
It was poorly done. But then we just have to thank God. It wasn't really okay, but at the end it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Genesis part of it wasn't okay.
Or it wasn't okay.
Okay.
Yes, they didn't organize it the way it's supposed to be.
Mm.
Yeah. And it's quite big, but then it wasn't organized and things were not okay. But
Somebody would ask you this question
Mhm.
to say, you are a gospel artist.
Mhm.
Don't you know that secular artists make more money than gospel artists?
Mhm.
Why have you decided to go the gospel route?
Mhm.
What could be your answer?
Here is the truth. Here is the truth, and I want you to get it very.
I
loud
will.
and
I
clear.
promise you, I will.
Me, I'm not in this ministry for money.
No money attached to this.
This ministry, even the time that I was praying in the mountain,
Mhm.
I was not praying for God to give me money to go to the studio. I told God to give me a job that would sustain my ministry.
So what you mean is that you are just giving your CDs for free?
Yes, Can
Can I have one?
The first CDs, I'll give you. The first CDs that I made, they were about 100.
Mhm.
I think I just sold about 20 to
Why
my
did you sell?
workmates.
Why
No,
did
them they said, it's them who said, we want to support you.
Okay.
Yes, and they were buying it.
So
but
with
the
you,
remaining
we'll never see those on the shelves, no matter how high you get to become in terms of fame. You never sell a CD. If you hold an event, you never charge anybody.
No, not about charging, and it's not about selling. Again.
It's about what?
Yeah, it's about it's about Minister Cage.
Yes.
It's about ministry. Okay, so so far, I've never charged any man of God or woman of God. That one I can.
How about sons and daughters of God?
I've never.
So
any show.
are
that
you
I
saying
can-
you never?
I've never.
Are you
I've
saying you
never.
will never?
I've never.
Will you never?
This is according to how the program is, because apart from that, I don't work alone. I work with people.
Mhm.
Quite okay when we are within Lusaka.
That's the point.
Mhm, when we are within Lusaka,
Mhm.
I do manage them myself. When we are done, I manage them. They go, but I don't know how it can be if we are to be invited somewhere far.
Do you know how much it costs to hold an event, even just here in Lusaka, booking Mlungushi?
I've never
hiring instruments that would sustain quality sound that side.
Yeah.
Inviting people to come through. Of course, you cannot just do an event alone. You need some supporting artists.
But one thing I'll tell you is that many shows that I'll make, I think 60% of the shows that I'm about to make, they'll be free. 40% I'll charge because of that same reason.
So, in other words, you're telling me that you have a well-paying job.
It's not really about a well-paying job, but it's about, okay, this is just the what is the foundation, how I started my music and the request that I gave to God. So I think that one I'll leave it for God, because this is what I told him, and God fulfilled.
What do you mean when you say you leave it up to God? Because check, God has given you 5 senses. He has given you the talent. He has given you the spirit to work within you. You create ideas, then you implement them. Now when you're saying you leave it up to God, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that me, the thing is that I'm doing this ministry, and like I said, I've never charged anyone before.
I understand.
But
You're just
yes.
beginning. Probably you're using it as a marketing strategy. You want to reach out to as many as possible.
But not really a marketing strategy, because if it was a marketing strategy, I would have been to so many churches.
Okay.
That one I can, yes, I would have been to so many churches if it was just a marketing strategy. Yes, but I don't move like that. This is why I'm saying, there are expenses. If you are going somewhere very far, or if you are holding a very big event, yes, it will require money, and that goes according to the budget and the things that you need. Yes, so that's where a charge will come in.
Let me check this from the other corner of it. Why don't you charge? Why don't you think it's appropriate for you to charge?
Get this. I'm not blaming and condemning anyone.
No. I haven't even said so either.
So I want to make it clear, because it might sound like as if I'm saying no, me it's ministry.
No, you
them
personally,
it's business.
as Christian John.
John, yes. So as Christian John,
why don't you sell? And why don't you charge?
You listen to this. Even when I was giving out my CDs, I was just I can't say God spoke to me, or I heard the word of God, or I would say I saw. No.
Okay.
It was just within me. So I think let me just
a personal conviction.
It was just a personal conviction, and that has been like, it has been like that. Even where I go, a pastor can ask me, "Yes, Sonny, how much?" I said, "Okay, pastor, I'll just come." What do you mean I'll just come? Yes. You get that? I'll just come and minister. That's all. So if that's my personal conviction to say, let me just go and minister.
So that's how your ministry will be defined.
So now it's according to that. If I say, okay, Minister Cage, you're inviting me somewhere, I'll charge you. Then you'll be very much disappointed. But this guy has charged me. So it's not like I'll just be doing this one and the same one and same. There are places where I don't go to. They call me and say, Christian, I'll just say, okay, the truth is that I have this because I'm working, and there are so many programs that are there. So
not that you are constrained financially, you can't support yourself transport wise.
No, transport wise, that one I can support myself, and I do support myself
with the entire team.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I've never, since the time I started, even before I produced an album, I've never charged.
So your limitation sometimes is work.
Yes, that's my limitation. Then yes, that's my, and distance.
Okay.
When I look at distance, and okay, sometimes, I think that's just the reason.
All right. So I want you to look in the camera and just say a prayer in you look like Lozi. You just say a prayer in Lozi for about a minute or so. You pray for the audience.
I look like a Lozi, and it's so unfortunate that I don't even know anything in Lozi.
In Lozi, but you can say a prayer. But right?
In Lozi.
No.
Okay,
let's do it in Nyanja.
In Nyanja. Nyanja. I told you that Nyanja, I don't know how to speak Nyanja. I just know a little bit of Nyanja.
Oh, just that a little bit of it. Here we go.
In Nyanja?
Yes, in Nyanja.
Okay, let me do Nyanja.
Yes,
Nyanja. I believe yes. Okay, let's pray. Mulungu wa kumwamba tikutama ndani tionga zikomo pali kuno kuseni Father, we thank you for everything in the name of Jesus. We bless your name, Timita Mandani, and we thank you that our program has gone according to your plan, O Lord, in Jesus' name. Tiongana zikomo pali vonse vachitika pa mafamilies yatu, pali ise vonse pa manchito yatu na pali vonse na paziko latu la Zambia, even the leadership of Zambia. We say thank you, Lord. Takuonga nzikomo mulungu watu pali vonse mwatuchitila kuyamba kwa chino chaka 2020 na kwa mene chisilila tafaka kulimo mulungu watu ni mzina la Yesu Kristu ambuye tapempela. Amen.
Amen. That was awesome.
But it's difficult where you want to say something then you don't know.
Oh yeah, sometimes such is life. All right, so there you have it. This has been, Faith Avenue right here with your brother Mr. Cage. We were on Your Celebrity, and we were just chatting and chilling and delving in the life of Christian John.
Many came bearing some gifts, including me. For you I will live. Look at my gift and I wonder, will you accept it? I'm in need of your blessing. This is my expression.